Hello everyone, the Chart Guys have been working on an introductory technical analysis course for quite some time now, and after surveying hundreds of traders with what would be the most sought after information regarding technical analysis, we came up with this course, When to Enter and Exit. It covers over 5 hours of the basics on when to enter and exit, and we feel after watching this course it will help build a foundation of technical analysis knowledge which will eliminate a lot of the uncertainty in the world of trading stocks. So the course outline, we go over the psychology of trading, establishing a game plan, the different indicators we use to signal a bullish and bearish entry, how to recognize support and resistance levels, poor entries, where traders make mistakes, exit targets, how do you know where to sell your trade, where to place stop losses, that's very important, minimizing losses is what keeps you in the game long term, my personal preparations, how I go about getting ready for each trading day, and then piecing it all together, utilizing all the information we just learned and how to apply that in the real world for making successful, profitable trades. As a bonus, we also include a lot of information on finding entries and exits utilizing patterns, and you can find these patterns on every time frame on pretty much any stock and commodity trading, and certainly being able to recognize those patterns can give you an edge as well. So we hope you will check this out. Again, it's an introductory level course. So if you are new to technical analysis and trying to get a firm grasp on things and feeling a little bit overwhelmed, then this course is for you. I hope you check it out. Appreciate you watching. Market rundown heading into Wednesday, January 18th. So yet another test and hold for the S&P 500 off of the middle Bollinger Band daily support 226. Make that 2264.44. And that's now 3 tests in the past 4 days holding this level. If we close below and lose the middle Bollinger Band support, we're looking down at 2254 and then the low right at the end of the year of 2233.62. So it's an important support level to hold. We are still right on the verge of an all-time high. We're just one really bullish day away from hitting a new all-time high, 2282. But as of right now, the bulls are more concerned of holding this middle Bollinger Band support, and it looks like we're going to get another test of this level tomorrow. The weekly time frame inside candlestick last week showing the range tightening, and we currently have an inside candlestick this week. Obviously, it's only one trading day to go off of so far, but we're right in the middle of last week's trading range, and we're going to be watching that range, 2254 up to 2279, to look for a break of this inside candlestick. IWM, a very clear bearish break, certainly much weaker, and we closed at the low of the day, indicating weakness heading into tomorrow. So from here, this is the lowest close we have now seen in quite some time, about 6+ weeks. So we're looking at support of 133.59, and if that level breaks, we're looking down. There's a little gap here at 130.93. So the bears are close to taking over on IWM, and we certainly need to pay attention. Obviously, these markets can do their own thing, but there's definite correlations between all three of them. This is still normal, healthy consolidation over the past 6 weeks. You can see it's following a big-time breakout, and we haven't even lost exponential support. Bulls are very much in control of the longer-term trend, and we're watching 129.75, that little consolidation low, to see if the bulls can maintain higher lows on this longer-term weekly trend. But overall, the long-term bulls are starting to pay attention to the weakness in the daily, but they're not really concerned with this overall longer-term trend. And really, the long-term bulls are really only concerned with the low before the election, and that was 114.41. We're nowhere near that level, and that would maintain the long-term higher low pattern. Last, we've got QQQ still holding up strong. Indecision doji here, but the bulls are maintaining, buying the dip, and closing nowhere near the low of the day like we saw on IWM. So bulls still holding up. Resistance is 123.03, all-time high 123.37. We're still right on the verge of an all-time high, just one bull day away. And in terms of support, 122.43 and 121.60. The bulls still looking good here on QQQ. We are not in breakout mode on the weekly anymore. 123.24 is the upper Bollinger Band resistance on the weekly. But in terms of the daily, I would say QQQ still the strongest. S&P 500 is next, still holding the middle Bollinger Band. And IWM very clearly the lead bear. And QQQ hasn't even tested its middle Bollinger Band support in the past 2 weeks. So that shows you how strong it is. So we'll check back in tomorrow. Very interested in the S&P 500 middle Bollinger Band. That's what it's all about for me currently. And if we were to see the loss of that level, Then we could start looking bearish on QQQ. I would assume that it would act as a bit of a laggard. And if the S&P 500 and IWM start turning to the downside, we could be looking for QQQ to do the same, but not so fast. Bulls still holding middle Bollinger Band. We'll see how tomorrow goes, and we'll check back in afterwards. Have a great night.